Imagine Bartimaeus on the road outside Jericho, blind and alone, crying out in a world with no echo. They said, "Be quiet," but he only cried out louder, "Son of David, have mercy on me, do not let me wander." Imagine the woman, 12 long years of bleeding, the crowd pushing harder, broken body kneeling. She said, "If I can touch just the hem, just the edge," and the power left him and she rose from the ledge. Imagine if they had stayed. Imagine if they had walked away. Imagine the silence where the miracle would have been. Imagine what it would have been if every one of them had simply stood still. Imagine the emptiness, what would never have been seen if the meeting with the Master had never been fulfilled. But they went, they crawled, they climbed, they cried, they crossed the crowds, and the Master met them there. Imagine what love transformed inside. Imagine what he does in your life. Imagine Nicodemus, a teacher come by night, slipping through the darkness, hiding from the light. He asked, "How can a man be born when he is old and receive the greatest secret ever to be told?" Imagine Jairus on the ground, weeping on his knees, his daughter already gone, and yet he still believed. Jesus said, "Do not fear, only believe," and he went, and where there had been mourning, a fire was set. Imagine little Zacchaeus, too small to see above. He climbed up in the sycamore and looked down from above. The Master stopped and looked up and called out his name. "Zacchaeus, come down today, I am coming to your home." Imagine the paralyzed man, 38 years on the ground, no one left to carry him, lost and never found. Jesus asked him, "Do you want to be made whole?" And he rose to his feet, the broken made whole. Imagine Mary Magdalene dragged into the square, thrown down on the ground with no mercy, no one there. But the Master knelt down and wrote upon the dust, and the accusers left one by one as they must. Imagine the Samaritan woman at the well alone, high noon, scorching sun, she came there on her own. A stranger asked for water and she knew who he was. She ran to tell the city, and the city came because. Imagine the disciples' nets left on the shore, a stranger on the beach, and they did not know what for. "Come and follow me," that was all he said. They left everything behind and changed the world instead. Imagine the small boy, 5 loaves and 2 fish, lost in the crowd, carrying a simple dish. But he opened his hands and the Master opened the sky, and 5,000 were fed from the gift of a child. Imagine if Bartimaeus had stayed silent. Imagine if the woman had turned back afraid. Imagine if the boy had kept what little he had. And you, what would you do? Imagine what it would climb up the tree? Would you cry out loud? Or would you stand there waiting for the perfect time, while the master walks past and the open road is right there? Because he still walks by, he still stops, he still asks. And then there was a man hanging on a cross who had done everything wrong his whole life. And in his very last moment, he turned to the side and said, "Only remember me." Imagine what it would have been if every one of them had simply stood still. Imagine the emptiness, what would never have been seen if the meeting with the master had never been fulfilled. But they went, they crawled, they cried, they cried, they crossed the crowds, and the master met them there. Imagine what love transformed inside. And now imagine what he does in your life. Remember me. Remember me. And he remembered. Imagine.